Um, came to believe power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. Came to believe a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. So in step 3, it says, made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood him. But sometimes we don't have an understanding of God. So what we do is we back up and we go to step 2 and we create a God that we can relate to, because so many people have so many problems with this. So if God were a best friend or a superhuman, what would be some of the attributes that you would like to attribute to him? So an example for me, when I did this exercise, so we say, come on, say, write down 10 attributes of God. Okay, so first of all, he'd always be there for me. Would never leave me, number 2. 3, would love me unconditionally. 4, um, answer my prayers, listen to me, answer me, talk to me, help guide my life, heal my alcoholism, keep me from drinking, would always be there for me. I need, if it were a best friend that were superhuman, had superpowers, that's it, a superpower. I need somebody that's going to take care of me. I just can't like pray and talk to the void, and I can't necessarily talk to the church God or the preacher God, because who was that? What was that? What are they telling me? I mean, sometimes you can find I find some I find some churches I discovered in my growth in AA somewhere around 10 years when I started to have revelations. I would listen to some of the church radio or watch church TV, and there would be some preachers that I could identify with. The ones that I like are the ones that have a positive message and talk about how if we can pray and get aligned with, good and away from evil, that good things will start to come. I mean, this is just me. I mean, one person that I kind of like is Joel Olstein. I know some people don't like it, but he always has a really positive message. In AA, we had there was Father Martin, who did a Chalk Talk series. In this meeting, we have Father Terry, who comes here, and he's been coming since the meeting began, and he talks about God as love. He's a Paulist priest, so he talks about, and he does uh, classes similar to this, meditation processes. Um, do you have who has a link to Father Terry, his Facebook page or whatever? Do you happen to have that, Lance? No, does anybody have it? No? Okay. See if you can find it, okay? And let's have it on our. So, 10 attributes of a best friend or a superpower. If God were a superpower, like Batman and or one of those guys, or if God were a best friend. So I gave you my description. So here we go. And let's see so read your 10. Um, so we'll start with Preston. What'd you come up
These I'm Preston. I'm an alcoholic. These are my 10 that I made when I first came to this class.
with?
So I'll
Everybody
get
has to do it afresh.
yeah. Okay, yeah, it's changed some even over these 4.5 months.
All right.
Um,
What is it? What
keeps
do you
me
got?
keeps me sober. Yeah, always there for me. All powerful, easily and always available to access. Um, I can find comfort in goodness, perfect, just, loving, and personal to me. Uh, the other three
Okay,
are just kind of,
good.
yeah, so that's good.
If God were a best friend, 10 attributes, how about you, Michelle? Would you come up with?
Okay. Be there for me, listen to my needs, talk to me, guide my life, keep me from doing insane behavior. Pray with me, answer my prayers, and be by my side, support me, and have my back.
I like it. Keep me from doing insane behavior. That's numero uno for me. Okay, glad you have it. You know, it carries on anyways. Okay, go ahead. How about, oh, Sean, how about you? What did you come up with?
I just started, but it keeps me sober, keeps me humble, uh, all powerful, uh, gives me guidance, and that's about it. You can come back to me, but
Perfect. No, I like it. Good job. Excellent. How about you, Stacy? What'd you come up with?
Unbiased and understanding, embraces all of me, keeps me sober, shows me a positive path, listens, loves me fully and unconditionally, walks beside me, happy, inspiring, and always available.
Yeah, there you go. That's good. I like it. Okay, and let's see here. Hey guys, turn your camera on. This is no hiding in this meeting. This is a participatory meeting, so where everybody's up front. Okay, good. Let's where are we here? So we talked to oh, how about you, Rebecca? What'd you come up with?
Hi, good evening. I came up with honest, patient, to redirect me, embracing, always present when asked, keeps me from drinking, quiet.
Yeah. One of the things that I found is if I have, like, now we're talking about God, and the fact that we're talking about God, he is now present in the meeting. And so I started to feel and find, as I talked to him more when I got sober, that he became more and more present in my life. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to Tony. What'd you come up with? And to Tony. Everybody pay attention, stay on the meeting.
It looks like it says he's at work again.
Yeah, I'm still working here.
Yeah, so did you come up with anything on God? We don't care if you were at work. We're all at work. Well, there's no smoking in this meeting. Oh, that's a joke. Never mind. It's Zoom. How could you possibly tell? I know. Just this is people. Oh, what do you do? Hey, Judy in Texas, what'd you come up with? 10 attributes of God if God were a best friend or superpower.
Hi, my name is Junie, and I'm an alcoholic. He's a keeper because I can't keep myself. Loves me, answers my prayers, leads me, helps others love me, helps me to have fun without drinking,
Yeah, there
and
you go.
has guided me to AA.
All right, perfect. Couldn't do any better. There you go. Mel, how about you? 10 attributes of God.
Hello, my name is Mel. I'm an alcoholic. So I came up with, oh God, loyal, consistent, honest, generous, merciful, and communicative to me personally, and patient.
Yep. God can make things happen too. Rachel, and where are you, Rachel? You're in Australia. How many days sober are you?
Sydney, Australia, 17 days.
Okay, what'd you come up with?
Strong, caring, compassionate, consistent, always the same, guiding, comforting, encouraging, intervenes into my life, patient, loyal, and disciplined. Gives me discipline.
Yeah, there you go. So keeps me sober. Everybody add that. Keeps me sober. Sam, what did you come up with? 10 attributes of God. God, we're a best friend.
Hey, Jann. So my 10 are keep me from drinking, so keep me sober. Helps me stay accountable, especially when coming to meetings. Stay on the program, obviously. Keeps me going through my sobriety journey, especially in the times when I feel weak. I have that draw to drink. Always be there for me, through the good and the bad. Supportive listener, guides me to making good decisions in my life. Loyal to a fault, kind but firm when I need to hear the truth. Patient and won't abandon me.
I love this loyal. Everybody's like wants God to be loyal. So, loyal to a fault. No, God does not have faults. We're the one with faults. Okay, Cassie, what'd you come up with? She has her with her.
Hi, I have keeps me from drinking, teaches me patience, reminds me of the bad times with drinking, helps calm anxieties, trustworthy, protects my loved ones, helps me pause during difficult times, builds my confidence, reminds me to not take life too seriously, keeps me close to AA.
I like it.
I'm gonna
Okay.
mute before you hear.
Perfect. Thank you. Heather, did we call on Heather in Portland yet? No? Okay. Heather, how about you? What did you come up with? 10 attributes of God. God, we're a best friend.
I would say that 10 attributes of God is forgiving. Yeah, I don't have one, sorry.
Write them down. Write 10 right now.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're in a class. Right. Julie, what'd you come up with? 10 attributes.
Hi, Julie, alcoholic. So I have they're just forgiving, loves me unconditionally, answers my prayers, helps me stop drinking, heals me, helps me see why I shouldn't drink, non-judging, heals me of my insanity, and compassionate.
I like it. How about these? Helps me get a job, helps me get customers, helps me hit my monthly nut. God, I need $4,000 this month to pay for everything. Help me, please. I'm going to work today. We need to line up more customers. Help me go find good employees. Sometimes, we'll pray for other people, and then praying for other people, we'll ask God to take care of them. We probably need to do that more. And then he takes care of them. And we go, oh, that was a miracle. So sometimes you'll see coincidences. Like you'll pray and you'll say, okay, God, I need a parking space right now. I'm late for my reservation at this restaurant. And please help me find a parking space. And then you come around the corner, bam, right in front of the restaurant's a parking space. Now, is that a coincidence or did God intervene? God intervene. Okay, 10 attributes. Brandon.
Hello. My 10 attributes are forgiving, graceful, dedicated, passionate, fatherly, listens, mentorship, loving, open, and not judging.
Yeah, there you go. That's an interesting one, mentorship. He does. If we talk to him, somebody mentioned correction and discipline, and it talks. Let's see here. So, excuse me. Who did I miss here? Preston, Jesse, Liz.
Did you already get Debbie in Oregon? Sorry.
No. Did I? I don't know. You're asking me, Debbie? Did we talk to her? Unmute her.
Okay, my 10 attributes of God is he is forgiving, has unconditional love, gives me understanding, gives me my sobriety. He is patient, always there for me. He's my advisor, leader, grants me peace, removes burdens, and is merciful.
Do you see him every day? Does he answer? Do you see God working in your life every day?
Absolutely.
Do you? Like, what did you do today?
Well, he's keeping me sober today. He's given me peace and purpose.
Yep. Okay. Are you on purpose?
I am on purpose. At least that's what Mom said.
All right. Way to go. Who else? Boys.
Jeff, 39 years.
Jeff, okay. Jeff's on the phone. We'll leave Jeff alone. Who else?
Allah, New York, 9 days.
Okay, hey Ala, what'd you come up with? 10 attributes.
Yeah. So, I put saves me from the worst in myself, sees the best in me, provides guidance in a way that I can understand it, gives me strength, um, helps me to understand and be at peace, has my best interests at heart, has others' best interests at heart, especially the ones that I care about, obviously. Has a plan, probably a smarter plan than me, is trustworthy and is insightful.
Yeah, there you go. So true. I think when I was praying every day and listening to some radio and TV, and I would start to ask God what I should do. And then one day I heard on a radio show, this one guy was recommending that this person who was listening was a chiropractor said, well, you should start your own radio program on chiropractic. Go to one of the Christian stations and buy some time and do a show there. And I thought, bingo, that's what I should do. I should do a program, a radio program on alcoholism and drug addiction. I already was heading up a nonprofit called the Recovery Project back in 1987. But this radio aspect of it, I thought, so, I called around, went down to one of the local radio stations, and sure enough, they said, "Yeah, come on down, talk to me." Paid them $50 a day back in 1987 at night, and started doing a radio show, which was a live call-in talk radio with guests, an hour every night on what nights was it? I think it was Sunday night. And that's kind of how I got my start in radio and TV. But it all came out of a prayer of what should I do? And then I was guided there. So a powerful impact of how God can work. If we have to open the door, we have to let God in, and we have to, it's like a relationship. So you build a relationship with people. It takes practice. We're talking to the person every day. Like if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, you're talking to them, you're developing that relation. And that's kind of what we have to do with God. God's a spiritual being, but he's still there. And the more you talk to him, the more you start to get answers. You're like, holy smokes. What is it? It's really, and I don't think it just lands, like boom. But eventually it starts to develop. You get these would look like ordinary coincidences, but they're not. They're like things that align. They fall into place. And we can't turn our back on that. We can't say, oh, this is just a coincidence. It's not. It's an answer to the prayer that you made last week. Okay, Chris, what did you come up with? 10 attributes of God if he were a best friend or a did Chris leave? He bailed. Okay. How about Jeff? What'd you come up with, Jeff?
Jeff, alcoholic, South Florida. Well, what I've had a real aha moment, in writing this down and going over it again today. First of all, there was no working with me, God, at all. An ungrateful person, an unreal person, a person who covered his horrible alcoholic tracks pretty well, until such time as I would ask God. So he can work with me now, and I must ask him every day to the ability to stay sober, and to always find out when anything is wrong in a relationship, what is my part in that relationship, why, or a situation or whatever, and take full accountability. And there are no coincidences. But before that, I mean, I have 4 things like there's no
Well,
working.
let me stop you right there. I want to talk to you about that. So
Yeah.
we have a 10th step for that. Okay, on page 84. And where was I wrong? What's my part? And we all have relationships with somebody somewhere. We have, customers, patients, family members, primary relationships. And when things glitch, we need a higher power to gently point out to us what it is that we need to do in order to be a little bit more kind, caring, and loving. And that is tough. That's tough. That's why we do that 10 and 11 every day, because as human beings left to our own devices, we just can't, we'll be like, oh, we are not God. We are, human beings with human foibles. All right, Jeff, perfect.
Boy, but no, let me just say, if I could briefly, yeah, I hear you, but how can God possibly work with me if I don't admit that I'm an alcoholic? He suggests that I am. It's the steps. I'm all of a sudden saying this is it, and realizing that there's a power greater than myself. Hey, that's where it's at, Jeff.
Perfect. We have people that do that. They'll come in here and try to game their way through these steps. Just start gaming. And the further along they go, the worse it gets, until they come up against a brick wall in here and everything starts to fall apart. And I usually point out the brick wall. And they're like, fuck you, Jann. It's the only program in the world, Lance, where we say God and fuck in the same sentence. No. Yes. Oh, Lance, we didn't call on you. How about you?
Yeah, so I put down defends my name in my absence. Will always be there for me, helps me heal.
Wait, I like that. Why did you come up with defends my name in my absence? What the hell is that about? You were like a terror, and then you were like every time you go down the street, behind you would be these giant signs. Lance blew this up.
Yeah, pretty much.
I like it. That is so good. I like it. Yep.
Yeah, and then mine were pretty similar to everybody else's. Encourages me to stay sober, helps me with my marriage, supports my decisions, protects me.
Helps me make decisions.
Yeah.
Should I do this or not? And if I get a resounding no, I probably shouldn't do it. I don't always ask God before I launch out onto, well, I'm just going to call that maybe not, or I'm going to text that person. And really, did you run this by your higher power first to see if it made the filter through the who did I miss?
Leslie, I believe.
Leslie. Unmute Leslie.
Okay.
Can't hear you, Leslie.
I wasn't unmuted. I
There
am
you
now.
go. All right, go ahead.
Keep me sober, straighten out my thinking, bring me closer to him, always available for me, give me direction, knowledge of his will, and forgiving and kind. And well dressed.
God wears robes, he has a long beard, he carries a
But clothes
staff.
make the man, Jann. I like a well-dressed
And
man.
when he gets really mad, they call, you know what they call tornadoes? The finger of God, the finger of God.
Oh boy.
People look up, what did I do? Why are you destroying our community? And God yells down, because you pissed me off. It's just a joke from the New Yorker. Okay, who else? Who else did we miss?
I didn't go yet.
Who are you? Jesse, go ahead.
To bring out the best in me is comforting, will hold me accountable, kind, always there to listen, encouraging, generous, always able to lend a helping hand, and forgiving.
Yeah, called the hand of God. Helping hand, What read those again? What was it that you said?
All of them?
Yeah, what did you just say it again?
So bring out the best in me is comforting, will hold me accountable, kind, always there to listen.
Wait, so
encouraging.
God holding you accountable, that could be tricky. Just maybe help me through critical periods, because God holding you accountable sometimes could be like, what the fuck? You know, I'm gonna I think I'm gonna rob this gas station. And you're talking to God before you go in to rob the gas station. And as you walk through the front door, the air conditioner in the transit falls on your head and knocks you to the ground. Anybody ever have that happen? No? Okay, apparently no. No armed gunmen in this that we know. What are we doing here? Okay. Anybody else that we missed?
Juliana.
Juliana, unmute her, please. What did you come up with?
Hi, I'm Juliana.
How many days sober are you, and where are you calling from?
Day two.
How many days?
I'm on day 2,
And where are you calling from?
California.
California.
But I was
Okay.
born and raised in Colorado.
Okay. Well, that counts. And we'll give you an extra day for that.
Yeah.
Juliana, 2 days plus 1. Bonus.
That's not from
We
California.
give bonus days in this meeting. Bonus? I've never been to an AA meeting where they give bonus days. Well, you have now. Okay, go ahead, Julie.
I said, always has my best interests in mind, forgiving, generous, conversational, just and trustworthy, all powerful, gives me clear, good guidance, fun, peaceful, loving. And then I did a couple more past 10, but.
All right, perfect. Excellent. Let's see. We didn't call on Tracy. Over to Tracy. So Tracy, did you write 10?
I did.
Okay, cool. What'd you come up with?
Okay, I said God gives me grace, forgiveness, love, teaches me kindness, and gives me the ability to be a good listener and respectful to people.
There you go. So now when you become an alcohol drug therapist, remember that you refer all of your patients to Alcoholics Anonymous. So many of them don't. It's a huge mistake. Did we have the other student here? Who was that? Did they leave? Or are they still here?
That was Chris. He's gone.
Oh, he left. Oh. All right, good. And anybody else? Who else is here?
Rich from Chicago is all that's left.
All right, Rich. So we're writing down 10 attributes of God if God were a best friend or a superhero. Superhero, that's what it is, Lance. Superhero, not super.
Okay. Well, saves me from myself. Key one I think about. Reminds me who I am. Pulls me away from danger before I see it. And sorry about that, I'm eating.
No eating during the meeting.
Sorry.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. No smoking, no eating. And no, go right ahead. Keep whatever you're doing. I don't give a shit.
Gets me help when I need help. Gets me help when I don't know I need help. It's the best I can think of right off.
All right, perfect. Excellent. Is that correct in Spanish? I don't. Who else? Everybody has their dogs here. Look at. So hey, Rebecca, what's your dog's name? Your dog seems to like you a lot, huh?
Banksy.
What is his name? Banksy?
Yep.
After the artist?
Or yeah. Or villain. What's or a villain?
How are you feeling? 34 days. You're
Feeling
looking and
good.
sounding better.
Yeah. Feeling good. Yeah, feeling better. Hoping it's not a pink cloud. But yeah.
Well, as long as we stay with this type of work that we're doing here. The pink cloud, as it were, never goes away. Look at me. It's when people decide they're going to go back into old behaviors, when they go astray. We see that, unfortunately, too often with people that stick in this group for some time. The people that suffer the most and have pain and are willing to move forward, like me, end up with good things happening. I mean, look at Jeff, 39 years coming to this meeting. Why the heck is he coming here? So, I mean, you think, well, why would somebody with 39 years who basically has it together, why would he be coming to this newcomer slipper step workshop?
Jeff, alcoholic, because I'm a piece of work. Without this program, without the higher power, without everything, and I'm a piece of work who could cover his tracks. I just a shell, you know. And I grow, and I get a chance to give it away, and to be honest, and sit here in front of you with this years and say, man, I just had an aha moment. Why this program never gets old? Because we can always be growing. And why am I not praying every 30 minutes, every 20 minutes, asking God, what should I do? I could, maybe I don't need to, but you know, it's wonderful. It just program just keeps making questions like this come up, and sometimes there's answers and sometimes there's not, but it just seems to work. And I don't mean I'm not a tortured soul. I go along about my business. Sometimes I forget it's God who enabled all of this for me.
I used to be a tortured soul. One of my favorite songs was Bob Dylan's I'm a man of constant sorrow. Well, that is not the case with me. Neither is Bob Dylan. All right. My favorite song today is Zippity Doo Dah Zip. No, that's probably the favorite song. It's a song of the South. Jesse, you're from the South, right? Very good. Where do we go? Don't start singing that. Jeez, everybody will be singing it. We'll have a riot on our hands. Let me see who. Oh, Sean, you got what's your dog's name, Sean? Dog Thursday. We're going to talk about dogs right now.
Cooper.
Cooper. Oh, Cooper. Hi, Cooper. Who's a good? What kind of dog is Cooper, and what's his story?
He's a miniature schnauzer, and yeah, he's an odd color for schnauzers. He's a chocolate brown. Usually they're salt and pepper.
He knows
and
you're
he's
talking
my best
about
buddy.
him.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he knows I'm talking about him.
He's looking right at us. Hey, Cooper, who's a good boy? Cooper, you are, yeah. You're a good dog. Junie has her dog out right here. What kind of dog is that, Junie? Look at that.
Hi, Cookie.
Cookie's
She's a good girl. She is a Maltese. Good girl.
You're a good girl.
She's a good girl. She has her own song.
Who's a good dog?
She's Maltese and Shih Tzu. And she knows my every emotion.
Oh, yeah, don't they always? Okay, excellent. So Debbie, what kind of dog is that? Is that your dog right there, Debbie?
Yes, that is a Xoloitzcuintli. Quintley.
Oh, okay.
It's the national dog of Mexico.
Oh, yeah. And okay, well, thank you. And Cassie has her dog. That's a blonde lab. Right?
Yeah, she's my golden retriever. It's just a picture. She is terrified of the bath time.
Oh yeah, like you're gonna give me a bath. I'm not going in there.
Oh, she'll jump in the pool any minute, but a bath, no way.
Do you have a pool?
Yeah, we have an in-ground pool. It's impossible to keep her out of it all year.
Oh, they always like to jump in. Do you have it? Do you keep it heated in the wintertime or what? Or
no, we just cover it up. We put a tarp over it and cover it up.
It's a gunite pool in the ground?
It's under, yeah, it's in the ground.
Yeah, I grew up building those things.
Nice.
Okay. All right, let's see who else has a dog. Anybody else have the dog? It's show and tell time with your dog. Oh, Stacy. Stacy has her dog here. Hey, Stacy, what? It's Dog Thursday here on Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. This is the meeting where on the day you bring your dog to the meeting and everybody's like, oh.
Yes, I have a cane corso. He's scared of everything.
Oh.
I have a German Shepherd, Raven. Raven.
Raven. Hey, Raven.
Where's
Who's
Raven?
a good boy? You're a good boy.
And then I have a pit bull that's inside because he's lazy.
Oh, yeah. Julie, who comes here she's in California. She has like 2 pit bulls and they're huge. I'm like, Julie, but they're like friendly pit bulls. And who else has a dog here too? Oh, there we go. Michelle has her dog.
That's Stuart. He's a shitty palm.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, can't see him. There you go.
Is she, is that her or is that a
That's
picture?
him. Yeah, Stuart.
Stuart, you're not moving.
No, it's a picture. He's upstairs.
Well, I thought you made a fool out of me. Come on, Stuart. Bark. Woof, woof. Jan, the picture's not going to bark. Okay. Oh, there you go. What else? Anybody else here? Tracy, do you? Tracy, did we already call on Tracy? I did. Okay, Tracy, you don't have a dog with. Did we call on you, Tracy? And you did your 10 attributes. Is that true? You have a dog? Allah, do you have a dog? Julie, do you have a dog? Wait, Lance, you have a dog, right? Oh my God, there he is. What kind of dog is that, Lance? Where's your dog? Is he outside or in the backyard?
No, she's down by my feet.
Okay.
She's a pit bull black lab mix.
So that's a really friendly dog with a vicious bite.
Yes.
Is that true? Oh my God. Oh, he seems like a nice black lab. Whoops. Cut it out, Jan. All right. Just, leave me alone. I think we're done. Okay. So if you would care to read the promises.
All right, these are the promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We're going to know new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook on life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? I think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them.
Thank you. And here's the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting is officially over. If you have any questions or comments about this meeting or AA we did today or anything else.
John, just a quick question. Since we went through step 2 today, do you want me to start on step 3 or just wait until I come back?
No, you wait. Watch this. Wait until tomorrow. We will do step 3 tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good night, everybody.
You're welcome over there in Manchester. Oi, oi.
Bye.
Oh my God, this meeting is so much fun. Isn't this meeting fun?
Jan, it's Rach from Sydney.